Today I effed up by thinking I had dyslexia or something for 6 years. I am a 20-year-old male who has a family full of poor eyesight. By 7 I seem to have been really lucky because my eyesight seemed to be really good, or at least not blurry, so I decided to not get my eyes tested. However, by the time I was in high school I noticed I had a hard time reading. The letters were not blurry, it just hurt to read them, and sometimes I just couldn't make out what letter it was. Which may have started earlier, but high school is when I actually started to care about learning. Since I had it wouldn't be a huge leap for me to have another learning disability that made it hard to read or something. My parents talked to our guidance counselor and some teachers who worked on special ed kids. They thought I might have dyslexia. People with dyslexia have problems reading and understanding speech, which kind of sounds like me because I am a very visual learning, but I can't read anything. High school was hard as heck and the assistance the school provided didn't really help. So I got really bad grades in high school mainly because I didn't take notes, because if I was not in the front of the classroom I could barely read the board. Fast forward to second year in college, I realized that I probably did not have dyslexia because when I have a book in front of me I can read it very well. I still had no idea why I could not read things far away, but that year it got bad enough that I couldn't even read the board when I sat in the first row. I finally decided to go to the eye doctor because maybe I'm nearsighted or something. Even though it's not blurry, isn't bad vision supposed to be blurry? Do the eye tests get scans taken and the doctor comes back looking kind of confused? Doctor, so, good news, it was easy to find lenses to fix your sight in the right eye. Turns out your right eye has astigmatism. It is oval shaped and therefore the light rays can't focus quite right in the back of your eye, making vision at long distances really blurry. Me, but my vision is not really blurry, doctor. That's the other thing. Your brain is an amazing thing, it can correct things that it thinks are wrong. Your left eye is shaped more normally and can see more clear longer. Your right eye sees 20/70. Technically you shouldn't have driven here because people with 20/70 vision are supposed to wear glasses while driving, but you did drive here because your left eye is basically 20/20 and your brain uses that to clear up your vision. However, in our tests you could not even read the biggest line of letters in the chart 100%. I don't know how to tell you this, but your left eye is amblyopic. It's a lazy eye, it just doesn't work with your other eye or your brain. That is why you also failed the depth perception test. Usually we have this talk when you're very young because that is when it becomes noticeable. I have never had this conversation with a 20-year-old. He'll get right to it. There is no cure, you will never be able to read out of that eye, and you will always have subpar depth perception. Do you understand me? Kinda, doctor. Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Just like how your brain uses that eye now to clear your vision. When you get glasses it will start to use the other eye to read. It will take a few weeks to just keep wearing your glasses. So yeah, glossing over a ton of stuff, I got my glasses and for the first time in over 6 years I can read at a distance and it does not hurt to read anymore. Thanks kid me for not wanting to go to the eye doctor and instead making me do horrible at school and suffer with poor vision for my whole teenage life.